All right, in this video we're going to test the conductivity of substances. This is whether or not they conduct electricity. And we're going to use this really basic device called a conductivity tester to find out whether or not they conduct electricity. And it's simply made of a 9-volt battery, and we've got some wires that come out here and a light bulb up top. And if the substance conducts electricity, when we connect it to those two things, that will complete the circuit and the light will light. My hand appears to not conduct electricity, and I can tell that because the light bulb doesn't light. So that's a bad test, but here you go. Here is the scupula, and if we put both those things on there, there we go. We can see that the light is lighting up. And so sure enough, the scupula conducts electricity. So that's what we're going to be looking for. We're going to test conductivity of solids right now. And so I'm going to grab one of my substances, and I'm just going to pull out a small amount of this substance. Okay, that's probably sufficient. I'm going to place it into one of the wells of my well plate. Right there. Now we can see a little bit of that in there. And I'm going to touch these two wires to that and see whether or not the light bulb lights, and sure enough, it doesn't seem to be lighting. Okay, so that's how we would test the conductivity of the solid. Again, just using a small amount of the solid. Testing the conductivity if dissolved, we have to only run this test with something that dissolves. So in this case, this substance I know dissolves, so I'm going to add some water to it, and not very much water, just a little bit. This has to be deionized water. You cannot use tap water. Okay, it can only be done with deionized water because tap water is impure and will conduct electricity. So now I'm going to take my stirring rod. I'm going to swirl this, and I'm going to touch the electrodes to it, and we can see really quickly that the substance did not conduct as a solid, but once it dissolves, it conducts pretty strongly. Okay, so that's the conductivity test for solids and for substances that are dissolved in water.